Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Thursday, January 8th. And because it's January 8th, before we get started, I want to give a special birthday shout out to my sister, Jania. Happy birthday, boo! So just a little quick thing about Jania Honey. That's my baby. And all of us, I'm kind of spilling all of our tea here. All of us in the Johnson clan, we can sing. We can either sing really well or we can carry a tune at least. Jania Honey, whom I like to call Slay Mia, she is now my all my other siblings is gonna beat the fuck out of me. But Jania sings down, honey. She sings us under a table. So, Jania, I will argue that Jania is the best singer out of the Johnson clan. So again, happy birthday, boo. I love you. Now, Jania actually chooses not to sing professionally. She's actually a teacher, honey, teaching that brilliance to the young kids, honey. So happy birthday, baby. Love you. And so with me on the mic, I have some fabulous co-hosts. I have my gorgeous moon, my icy chili, and my Libra queen. Hey, ladies.
What's up?
Good morning.
Good morning indeed. And want to give you all a kind reminder about my hot tea cold cash giveaway. Now, for the giveaways terms and conditions, head over to auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. Again, that's auntiederek.com/hot tea cold cash. So, for the next couple of weeks, we're going to be giving away $100 to a lucky winner. So, how you gain entries into this giveaway? First of all, subscribe to a bitch. I've made it really easy for you all to subscribe to me. So you should see where it says here with the big green button, subscribe. Click to subscribe there, or just go to auntiederek.com and hit the big green subscribe button at the top left. It is completely free to subscribe and you'll stay in the know. You also gain entries by RSVPing to every upcoming live show. Get another entry by attending that live show and staying in its entirety. And you gain another entry by sharing my show on your social media and using the hashtag Auntie Derek. So now, unfortunately, we announced a previous winner by the name of Dominique, who happened to be one of my subscribers. But we tried to reach out to Dominique several times to get where to send that because y'all know we got three options. We either give you Zelle, Stripe, or we'll mail your check. Now, unfortunately, we were unable to hear from Dominique to get each. We didn't know he or she or they. We didn't know which option that they wanted, so we had to use the randomizer to select another winner. And we actually gave that person until 5 p.m. yesterday, Eastern Standard Time, and unfortunately, we again have not heard back. So we have another winner, and I am happy to announce that new winner is. Let me get that poster. Our new winner is Puppy. So you see his official name in the show is Bottomless Emotional Support Top. He is very much very supportive and has supported me for a very long time. So thank you so much, Boo, for your support. I will be reaching out to you after the show, after the recording, to see how you want your money. And you have your three options. We either Zelle, Stripe, or we'll mail your check. So congratulations again, Puppy, and thank you for your support. All right, well, y'all, it is a tea-filled Thursday, honey. So we have a lot to get through. I think we should just go ahead and jump right in.
Okay, Tea Field Thursday. Let's do it.
Let's go. And you know what we like to start off with, honey.
Oh God, dirty news.
Yes. Well, no, it's Diddy adjacent because it's actually about Clayton. You remember the sex worker that is actually suing both him and Cassie?
Right.
So, child, this story right here. Y'all see, I have this hot new hip hop article, and it's an exclusive. You should see where it says Diddy and Cassie's gigolo getting law degree as he sues for $20 million. Yeah. Hey, reach for the what they say, reach for the sky and land them, reach for the sun and land them on the stars, or whatever the saying is, child. I guess. Well, a man suing Diddy and Cassie Ventura for $20 million is using his experience as a home inspector to build a full-blown profession. Clayton Howard recently won court permission to file a crucial legal brief while representing himself in the complex case. The former escort's lawsuit centers around allegations he was trafficked across state lines for Diddy's so called freak off parties. I am actively pursuing a law degree, so I have some skill in presenting these points correctly and in a manner the court will deem appropriate to form, he told Judge Arub Subramanian. Howard's civil suit, filed in July of 2025, accuses Diddy and Cassie of orchestrating a decade long trafficking operation that involved drugging, coercion, and sexual exploitation. He claims Cassie knowingly transmitted an STD to him and continued to engage in unprotected sex afterward. He also alleges, and this is the part that pisses me off personally, he also alleges she became pregnant by him, had an abortion without telling him, and resumed sex with him after the procedure. In court filings, Howard described being recruited by Cassie through an escort agency around 2009. He said she used aliases while Diddy operated under the name Frank Black. According to Howard, Cassie arranged paid encounters that often included threesomes and voyeuristic sessions where Diddy watched. He argues Cassie was not just a victim, but an active participant who helped manage and facilitate the trafficking operation. The lawsuit seeks damages for emotional trauma, medical expenses, and lost income. Howard also accuses federal prosecutors and a government assigned pro bono attorney of trying to silence him to protect Cassie's credibility. In a detailed motion, he told the court he had evidence of misconduct and collusion, including emails, and requested permission to file a 17-page supplemental reply to make his case. The judge granted Howard the right to file the extended brief, a move that not only signals the court's recognition of the complexity of his claims, but also demonstrates Howard's growing legal skill. His filings reference constitutional law and statutory sentencing issues, suggesting he's already thinking like a future attorney. Howard's legal maneuvering comes as Diddy serves a 50-month federal sentence after being convicted on 2 counts of transporting individuals for prostitution. He was acquitted of sex trafficking and racketeering charges. Cassie, who previously accused Diddy of rape and abuse in a separate civil suit, settled with him for $20 million in November of 2023. Howard's lawsuit remains active, with the court recently granting him alternative method to serve Cassie, who has reportedly been difficult to locate. As of now, no court has ruled on the merits of Howard's claims. Now, I know that was a lot of information, child, but woo!
No comment.
Look, and we have a comment in the chat, though. We like to start off with Diddy News. We.
I'm right.
Ah.
And I don't know how I'm just gonna not comment on that.
Oh my God. Now there's another well, I'm glad you honey, because we got the comments in the chat. And this one says, I just Googled to see what he looked like. Child, I sooner fuck a Ford escort.
Oh, look here. I was gonna say, but see, at least stay in the chat anonymous, because the way I wanted to say it, and you talking about how you know she was pregnant? How you know? I don't even think you knew.
And that's the thing.
You
Like,
just
why you
making
feel
up
like you
shit.
entitled to know if she had, even if this was true, why you feel like it? That's the thing I don't like when men feeling like they're entitled to women's bodies like that. Even if she was, like, you're a sex worker, you've been paid for your services, sir. So whatever, like we don't, if we pay like a what's the cause? The girls that be carrying around the drinks and the sparklers and stuff in the club, and you know if they have too many drinks, they might throw up. Now, if they throw up, are we supposed to like like sue her for that? You know, that vomit. Oh, she didn't let me know that she threw up. Okay, so damn it.
Mm, mm,
I know that was a
mm.
bad analogy, but still, y'all see what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're saying, and this is this is now
Raggedy. And now he talking
of
about he want to
course.
be his own lawyer. Now, I hate to say this out loud on a recorded line, but I mean, I know his face ain't really a 10, but I mean, there was a reason they kept hiring him, honey. So I guess he must have been making it do what it do. They say,
Yeah, ugly people do need to make sure to do what they do.
I, we have a comment. I would want to carry his baby gremlin to term.
Thank you. Amen. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Now,
Christ. Oh, that cracker, honey.
it would be a man that would try and take this victim and drag her through the mud and then try and make himself a victim. I'm just saying. Hmm. Okay,
And there's a
let's put
comment,
that
them
there.
ugly body down niggas have been have big dicks and know how to use them. So I've heard. Well, yes. Yes. And so
Mm.
I've heard as well.
They could fall off for all I care.
It probably will, honey, because what he's alleged the cancer gave him the STD. I wonder what was it, herpes or you know what? Never mind. We don't need to start off our Thursday with somebody's alleged STD. So what I got for y'all next? Oh, remember Misa and Mary J. Blige. Remember how we learned yesterday that the lawsuit of Misa's lawsuit against Mary was dismissed?
Uh
Baby,
huh.
let me show you how petty of a Capricorn Mary J. Blige is during
Uh
Capricorn
oh.
season, honey. So you know she put
Mm-hmm.
a post on her Instagram story. And Too Cool to Blog was able to catch it on their Twitter page. So let me share my screen. And they got a screen grab of this. Let me see. So he says Mary J. Blige with a post after Misa Hilson's lawsuit of hers gets dismissed. They were friends for over 30 years. So let me make
Embracing that love, more love, more. It breaks my heart. Even us. We the best music. They play themselves. While you hating and being jealous, you could be over here embracing that love, more blessings, more life. God did. You either win with us or you win. It breaks my heart.
it.
They ain't
Hey,
believing.
honey. And you see that she put like two screenshots of the TMZ article that we read yesterday about it being dismissed and it being a frivolous lawsuit. Petty, honey.
1000%. Well,
I'm sorry. Look, we have a comment screaming. I know when I saw this one, I said, "Oh my god, baby, she is feeling her Capricorn puss, honey, during Capricorn season," and I love it.
well, Misa tried it
Yeah,
and it didn't work out for her.
did not. And it's like the because my thing is though it possibly could have worked out had she followed up on her lawsuits. Because remember, we learned that it was only dismissed because she was never following up on stuff. She didn't follow up with the courts. And she blamed it on her mental health. And it's like, okay, girl, we get that. Like, I mean, take some bupropion and get it popping. You the one who filed this lawsuit first, and now they're telling you to
Okay.
follow up on it. And like, okay, girl, I guess.
Oh, Lord, exactly.
And now you got Mary J. Blige being petty as hell on her Instagram.
Look, well, that's your fault. How you gonna file a suit and then not follow up? I'm sorry.
And
What?
blame it on your mental health.
Well, why
Girl.
file?
You asking the right question. Why even bother wasting them courts' times and time and your money? Mm. Okay, girl. Well, speaking of another problematic Capricorn, Ray J. So we actually saw this in our back chat yesterday. But so those of you
Mhm.
who did, so he is alleged to have pneumonia and was in the hospital. Yeah. And y'all see, I have this TMZ article.
That was so pathetic. Oh God.
Well, Ray J hospitalized in Las Vegas with pneumonia and heart pain.
And not now liter of oxygen going. Okay.
Girl. That's why I think it's probably just a little gas, but okay. But he said it was 4 years after infection made him fight for his life. Now I'm gonna even spare y'all from the video that he has posted. We don't even need to see that damn video because really, well, matter of fact, no, I'm gonna just play just a little bit of it because it to me it looks staged. I don't know if he paid those nurses or health professionals or whatever, but let's just see what it looks like. Just a few seconds.
Because a home health nurse could have brought all that up.
How? If they see something around my heart, do they gotta take it out? Take your heart out? We're talking about like fluid that they see out. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like if it was like a clot or anything. Breaking some blood. Yeah. Like in your heart.
This has to be staged.
There's a little bit of fluid
He
around.
ain't even breathing fast. He got pneumonia. Okay.
Right. That's enough
And he
there.
could talk. Well, first of all, this is not even an emergency room. This is a regular room.
Like a urgent care or something.
That look even more like a hospital room, like not like,
Oh
oh,
yeah,
I'm
like an
in an
inpatient.
emergency room or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's such a fake ass fuck. I can't stand him.
And
Are we
no
sure it's not Arkham
outbreaking,
Asylum?
no difficult breathing, no signs that I would be looking for if he had pneumonia. Like,
He looked fine to me.
where's pneumonia?
Hmm. Wasn't he just on the Breakfast Club with his new girlfriend? Oh, God.
Hmm. Now, in this article, it's talking about. It says a source close to the R&B singer, and they're being generous with that. But they tell TMZ Ray J remains in the hospital where he has received X-rays and an echocardiogram, and no words yet on the results. This follows a serious case of pneumonia Ray J had 4 years ago during the height of the COVID pandemic.
Huh?
Um, yeah, the 44-year-old One Wish singer was diagnosed with non-COVID pneumonia in 2021, and it was so bad we were told that Ray J thought he could die. Um, the bout put him on oxygen and temporarily required him to use an inhaler, but he later recovered and soon was breathing fine again. Soon after, was breathing fine again.
And he looked like he breathing fine right now.
And talking. Well,
Mhm.
3 weeks ago, Ray J announced from Tampa, Florida, that he was hitchhiking across the country. It's unclear if that's how he traveled to Vegas or if that had anything to do with his illness. Okay,
Wait,
girl.
that don't make no fucking sense. What are you talking about? What?
That
What?
girl.
Hitchhike? What?
It says 3 weeks. Let me see, because there's a link to that article. Let me see. Oh, it's by Complex. Ray J says he's hitchhiking in the unusual stunt following arrest. Um, Ray J is continuing a string of unusual public moments following his recent arrest. This time he's claiming he's hitchhiking across the country as part of a new reality style project while also dealing with a six-figure lawsuit from American Express. Okay,
He trying
girl.
to
I've had
run, child. That's all.
it.
He's on the run.
Mhm.
It's attention grabbing to the 100th degree.
Oof. Yeah, this is bad. This is embarrassing.
We shouldn't have even gave him this attention right here, right now.
Touche. And I hate to say it though, but anytime I like when I put him and when I link it over to YouTube and I mention Ray J, it tends to get like a lot of views.
Of
So
course.
people seem to love the mess.
So we gotta suffer
I know y'all. I'm sorry.
so you can get some views. Okay.
Well, yes.
Look, if I was really his sister, oh, I'd be so sick of his ass. Oh, I'd be so sick of him. Sick.
I'm positively sure he is.
Who, Brandy? Is
Yeah.
sick of his ass. I know she
Sure
is.
she is. 'Cause I remember at one point she blocked his ass.
You're embarrassing. You're embarrassing. At least they got the mama to shut up for the most part. Because I didn't remember she was problematic. So they had her on tamp down with this ignorant ass nigga here. Ugh.
Hmm. Well, child. This next story right here, and I'm actually having to put it as a custom link because when it comes to page 6, um,
Oh, they
they
give you a little hard time.
they give you a heart. They don't usually show us thumb links, so I'm making a custom one for y'all right now. But have y'all heard about the upcoming lawsuit with L.A. Reid? Well, we're about to talk about it right now. We sure
I
are.
was going to say, no, I have not. This is news.
Okay, well, the lawsuit. Now
Mm.
let me share my screen because page 6 is shady.
I was
Y'all can
about
see
to
what I'm
say,
looking
Auntie,
at.
something wrong with your voice, but you got it back.
Oh, probably the sound card acting bootleg. Sorry about that. But yeah, let me share my screen. Uh, and you should see where it says here LA Reid sex assault trial to begin next week, and John Legend expected as witness. Now, y'all, first of all, before I start reading, do y'all remember her? This is Drew Dixon. And y'all remember I mentioned that on the record documentary that I saw on HBO Max, where she detailed her account with Russell Simmons about how he raped her, and L.A. Reid tried to put her to it, and essentially had her blackballed, and like pretty much was the cause of her career not being really good documentary if you haven't seen it. It's called On the Record, but this is Drew Dixon here. And it says music mogul L.A. Reid will go on trial next week, accused of sexually assaulting top record executive Drew Dixon when they worked together at Arista in 2001. We're told John Legend will appear as a witness. Dixon, who has been one of the most relentless campaigners for justice for the victims of powerful men in the music business, claims that Reid assaulted her twice while she was vice president of A&R at the storied label, where he was the president. She claims that after she rejected his advances, he throttled her career and that it never fully recovered. She had worked with stars including Whitney Houston and Santana, and claims that the American Idol judge blocked the signing of Legend as part of his retaliation against her. Reid has denied the claims. Dixon has also accused Def Jam's Russell Simmons of rape and sued him for defamation when he suggested in an interview that Dixon and other accusers were lying. Simmons has strenuously denied the allegations. Dixon was a leading advocate for the Adult Survivors Act, the special statute under which she and other alleged victims, including Diddy's accusers, have sought convictions for crimes that would otherwise have been long past the statute of limitations. Child, so it's coming. LA Reid, your time is coming, honey. And John Legend is expected to. So she allegedly was responsible for discovering John Legend and wanted to sign him to the label. And
I thought he was
LA Reid,
discovered by Kanye.
I thought so too, but I guess that maybe that's the reason that we heard the story that way. Let me see. Matter of fact, we
Mm,
can ask Google. Let me stop sharing my screen. Let me. Who discovered
that's wild. Hmm.
John
What?
Legend's fine ass?
Oop, fine is a stretch, but
I
okay, go
said what
off.
I said, honey.
Mm-hmm. You did.
Oh my god, and I typed John Legend's fine ass. So let me delete fine ass. Okay, it says John Legend wasn't discovered by one person, but rose through key connections, notably Kanye West, who signed him through to his Good Music label after Devo Springsteen introduced them, launching Legend's music career with his debut album Get Lifted in 2004.
Look, I
So
wore that little 2004 album out.
you and me both, and girl did his second one, honey. What was the second? I don't think it was called Save Room. I think that was just the lead single. What was the name of his
Mm-mm.
second album?
I don't know.
Matt, whatever it was good as hell, and we loved it. Well, that's that on that, honey. So once that trial starts, I will certainly be following. LA Reid, your time is coming, honey. They been talking about you, bro. Well, have y'all been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta lately?
No.
Mm-mm.
Are y'all familiar with someone by the name of Britt Eady?
Yes.
Who? Oh.
Okay. Well, yeah, she was in that. Now, I actually haven't watched the season that she was on, so I'm not familiar with this person, but she's really pretty. But it looks like she's single again, back on the prowl, honey, because she is divorcing that husband. And y'all
Oh,
see, I
she
just shared
is
my way.
pretty and ooh. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Look like she gave a Ugmo a chance. Well.
It happens to the best of us. And you see where it says here, by way of TMZ, Real House of Atlanta star Britt Eady files for divorce from Michael Cunningham. And Britt Eady is officially waving the white flag on her marriage because she just filed for divorce. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star beelined it to court Wednesday and filed to divorce her husband, Michael Cunningham, after 5 years of marriage. In the filing, obtained by TMZ, Britt lists December 1st as the date of separation, which is about 4 weeks from her announcement of their separation on social media in a since deleted Instagram post. Britt says the marriage is irretrievably broken and she doesn't want her estranged hubby getting spousal support or alimony. In the docs, Britt says the only marital property is their home in Fulton County, and she claims they mutually agreed to put the home up for sale and evenly split the proceeds from a potential sale. Britt also says she and Michael should keep their respective individual cars they acquired during the marriage. Translation: we both have our own cars and we should hang on to them. While Britt posted about the split on social media, she said she wants the case sealed because they are reality TV stars and public figures. Britt was featured on one season of Real Housewives of Atlanta and skipped the reunion. Britt and Michael tied the knot in 2020, and they didn't have any kids together, so no child support to hash here. Yeah, so that's that on that.
Well, I'm looking at his eyes, Britt, and even though you say you don't want to pay spousal support, girl.
Are are you saying she about to she better put on her gloves, honey, because it's about to be a
If he walk away with no
Well,
issues, that would be
it would
surprising.
be surprising, right? Because if he has no means of support other than her, baby, she better get her a real good lawyer, especially if she ain't had no prenup, because he sure gonna ask for it.
mm, well, let's get ready to rumble, Michael Buffer. I will certainly follow. Mm-mm. Well, I've been following this as well. We've been actually following Tyler Perry and any kind of story that has to do with him. And this is actually the what second or maybe even third story that we heard about him stealing content. Well, have y'all heard about Christian Keys?
Of course, and Christian Keys has been alluding to Tyler Perry for so long, but now he's really coming at him. Mm.
And now and this certainly wasn't a illusion, honey, because he said outright that Tyler Perry tried to hijack his show, All the Queen's Men, and tried to make it weird. And I'm actually a huge
Yeah.
fan of that show. I haven't seen the last few episodes when it came back, like I think recently. I need to catch up on those, but I'm a huge fan of the show. And for those of you who don't know, the show is actually based off of his book that he wrote. So let me see. And y'all see I just share here by way of hot new hip hop here. And it starts off by saying, last month, Christian Keys took to social media to announce that his show, All the Queen's Men, would not be returning to BET. The good news is that there are already multiple wonderful studios and streaming companies interested in the prequels and the spin-off show, he said. I don't believe that for 1 minute, but okay. Um, so the All the Queen's Men universe will continue. There will be a couple of definite casting changes, but the show will go on. All the Queen's Men will just end up somewhere amazing with quality leadership and accountability. The actor took the opportunity to call out the co-creator of the series, Tyler Perry, during a live stream earlier this week. He didn't hold back in the slightest either, as captured by Live Bites. I'm not sad that my show isn't there anymore. After 5 seasons, my show won't be there anymore. And I won't have to deal with that kind of shady, corny leadership that would dare. Why you got 16, 17 shows? I got one. Let me have credit, he said. My contract says I get credit. Why your corny ass trying to steal my credit? Because you can't write like me. So Keys continued, claiming that the show was originally going to consist of 8 30-minute episodes. He alleges that Perry swooped in to add 10 to 15 minutes to each episode, resulting into 10-hour-long episodes. In the seasons that followed, Keys alleges that he was removed from the writing process entirely. He says that then things got quote unquote weird, and Perry completely changed the integrity of the show. Season 2 and season 3 was when all the Queen's men got weird and dudes started getting raped with dildos and all that weird shit, he explained. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Put that on your show. That's why I'm glad my show ain't there. Put that on Oval or Bruh or Sisters or whatever. Put that bullshit on your show. Well, subtle homophobia aside, again, this is like the either second or third story that we've heard about Tyler Perry like single-handedly trying to swoop in and take credit for somebody else's work. And then we all know he don't like to have writers and stuff like that. And
Ugh.
even with all that, I still want to work for the motherfucker. I still want to be one of Tyler Perry's actors.
Well, we've long established that you're a bird, and that is a bird activity. We love
Thank
you.
you.
We always want more for you, but here we are.
Thank you so much.
You're
baby.
welcome.
You the only
Eh,
bird we love.
Okay. Only.
Benji, hey boo. Hey Benji.
Hey man, y'all know that's my show. Okay, all the Queens, man. You could tell it changed for sure
Absolutely.
after the second season. Like, I'm like, wait, what? What happened? Like, yeah, I didn't know what happened, but I
Well,
want to
there
read
you
the
go.
books. I think he wrote some books about it. I think I'm gonna read the books, but it's a
Mm-hmm.
good. It was a good show. Like the first season was solid,
Yep.
very solid show.
It's with Eva, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and a few other people that been in Tyler Perry stuff, um, but yeah, Eva's the main person.
And
Well,
is she, honey? That's Madam Honey.
well, and I mean, he
Shout out to
got a
Madam.
point. You got 16 other shows. Why do you have to come in here and try and take the credit for mine? Why won't you let me just do my show? Like,
You know who I'm
there's
surprised
good
they,
qualities about Tyler Perry, but then there's the evil Tyler Perry, and
of
he be
course,
really be
of course,
doing evil shit.
the evil anti-union. And if I find out y'all is trying to unionize under my damn leadership, oh bitch, you're out of here. You got me fucked up. Allegedly, allegedly. But yeah, and I was about to say something that slipped my mind. I'm sure it'll come back to me. Oh yeah, I did what I was gonna say. I'm surprised that Candy Burris has actually not sued or filed a defamation lawsuit against this show or the show's writers and stuff. Because y'all know that character, Miss Tandy, honey, whom I love. I love Miss Tandy,
Yes.
but you
Okay.
know
She need to.
Miss
She need to
Tandy
sue
is
him.
based off Candy Burris. They know they tried it.
No, they need. She need to sue
She might
because
low
what?
tight like it.
You might be right.
Uh,
She might be
I
flattered.
don't know. It was a little too far, man. It was.
Yes,
Ooh,
Miss Tandy
I
got a
had to
white
turn it
husband.
off, man.
And that's what Christian Keys was talking about. Miss Tandy got a white husband who liked to rape the dancers with dildos and stuff, and Miss Tandy liked to sit there and watch in her dungeon.
Oh,
That's what
Hmm.
I'm
oh,
saying. Like, what?
oh. Well, I could see, like, why do people want he? You know what? He is
So
definitely
Christian has a
into.
point, like it got weird.
He do have a point, but because Tyler likes this trauma porn shit.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
Like,
reflected in all his movies. Yeah.
I'm like, something about you. You need therapy because you really enjoy putting trauma on TV and movies, and
Mm-hmm.
I need you to go to therapy and work that out on your own. And I know Christian. Well, I'm not gonna say I know. Let me not talk and finite, but I'm sure he's just like, I don't know. Let me just be quiet. But
Well, Mr. Tyler Perry, until you go and work that out, if you happen to need a character actor to portray any of that trauma in any of the productions,
I
I'm
hate you so
available.
much. Look, I'm trying to be, you know, not say something crazy, but yeah, I mean, that's trauma. Why we trying to enjoy TV? Why black trauma gotta just be on display these days? Can we have some nice shit?
I will say he tries. It's just that a lot of his popular content is focused on Trump, but he tries to do like happy content, like the sitcoms, like the House of Pain and all of that. And even though it has trauma in it, like at the end of the day, it's still like a positive show about family and togetherness and church and all that other stuff.
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah, okay.
Get that man all his stuff back. I hope he. I don't. It's over now. The show probably never gonna come back, man.
and he talking about a lot of studios and stuff. Who gonna be interested in a show like that? Especially after the Tyler Perry done made it weird after season 2. Who don't want that?
Tubi.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right.
Well,
You're
I was
right.
gonna
Yeah, Lord.
say
So I would say I
that's
really hope it comes
probably
back. Oh,
Tubi.
no. It's
That's
that's
not
one of
coming
my
it.
back to
favorite
BT
ones.
because Tyler Perry running BT. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Tubi might be his only outlet.
I hate that because that was a good show, y'all.
Well, one thing they do not need to bring back, and I will die on this hill, honey. I don't give a fuck, and y'all can fight me if you want to, but that damn Star, Lee Daniels Star, honey, after that shit was canceled after what, season 3? Don't bring because they was trying to shop that shit around Tubi. Don't bring that shit back. Don't bring it back. No, because the way
Star.
they handled that shit, I have y'all seen because it was you remember at the time it was Empire then Star. They said
Yeah.
Yeah.
what they say like Star was no, excuse me, Lee Daniels said that his show like Empire was the Jeffersons and Star was like Good Times. So it was a different story. And I enjoyed the show like at first. Then the shit just got again like Christian Keith said weird. It got weird, honey. I don't know if y'all seen this viral reaction video that keeps going around, and I hate every time that it goes around, I just cringe. I hate fucking seeing it. There's an older woman and she says, like, if you're gonna shoot, bitch, then shoot me. And then a bunch of guys start shooting at her.
Yeah. On
I
Star.
hate
I
Was it
have not.
Star, right?
that came from
Yeah.
Star, yes, and just the context from that, and why y'all need to stop sharing that shit is because so the story about that is that woman was raped, right? Her grandson got into a police investigation to where they were able to arrest the rapist. The rapist then got out of the jail and then came back trying to shoot the woman, and then that's when she said, "If you're gonna shoot, bitch, then shoot me." And he ends up shooting and killing her. Like, what the fuck kind of
Mm.
writing is that? Do not bring that fucking shit back. Don't nobody want to see that. Goodbye. And y'all stop sharing that reaction video. It's horrible. And Lee Dan, you should be ashamed of yourself for even writing that shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
Quality storytelling is definitely lackluster these days.
it's
Mm-hmm.
another show on BET, The Family Business, and I keep seeing people tweeting stuff saying, "Don't let Tyler Perry touch your show," because it's based on a book too. Like it's based on a
Oh well.
book series too, and I was like, "Oh,
Well, Tyler
please,
Perry gonna touch it, fondle it, flip
please!"
it over, smack it down.
I was watching
Oh
that too.
no.
The family
I
business.
love The Family Bit. The casting is really, 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 really good.
I need to
Like
watch because they got that fine ass Ernie Hudson and that lovely ass Vanessa Bell Calloway, whom I adore.
Oh, of
it's
course we
good.
love
They even got a
Vanessa
little
Bell Calloway.
spinoff for New Orleans. It's pretty good. That one's pretty good too. But yeah, please don't. I only have so much left to watch. Please.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
not just
Tyler
coming
Perry
saying
trying to
he
be a
beating that
mogul.
Medea. He said he
It,
beating that Medea dick about some black struggle. Oh my God.
he
Like,
trying to
why is
be a
he?
mogul.
Yeah.
If he got to step on somebody to get there, he's willing to do that.
Well, he is a mogul. Like, okay, you're
Yeah, but
fine.
he,
You
not
Don't
in the
write
whole
nothing
world.
else
He a
ever.
mogul in the like for the black community, but I'm talking
isn't he a
about
billionaire now?
like Warner
Mm.
Brothers. That
Yeah.
kind of. He ain't that
Y-
mogul.
But I thought he was a billionaire.
Let me see. I'm
He might
Googling.
be, but that's not what I'm talking about.
I mean, I get what you're saying overall, but I'm like, shit, he closer than anybody else. Like, what the fuck?
He is indeed a billionaire. And I actually just saw a video. This girl was talking about how she got maybe one of y'all shared it in the back chats. I can't remember, but it was a girl that was talking about how like Beyonce is your class enemy. She is a billionaire. And then they was talking about how like they'll say that she got it through hard work, but no, you don't become a billion like she pretty much was it was a well thought out video, and I get exactly what the girl was saying, but they was going at her, but she was just pretty much talking about how like that she had to do some things and step on some people to get where she is. So it is what it is. And at the end of the day, when the class war comes, Beyonce will be your class enemy. She is a billionaire. So I was like, damn. And so will Tyler Perry
That's
be your class
true.
enemy?
That is true. Like, yeah, you gotta, you gotta do some things.
I just wish he wouldn't write no more. Just give it up. You made it. You made it.
You wish who wouldn't write?
Tyler Perry, don't write not another
Oh,
word.
right. Oh,
Well,
Tyler
Don't.
Perry. I thought you
um,
was talking about Beyonce shouldn't write. I was like,
Oh no,
damn,
so
she
no, no,
ain't do it.
she can do what she want,
oh yeah, she right all day. Hmm.
but yeah, he don't just don't write no more. You got the studio, you know what I'm saying. You got other stuff.
He,
Just let it go.
I don't know why he won't let
Unless
that
you
go.
want to
It's kind
cast
of
Auntie Derek in one of your productions that you're writing, I would, right there. That's
Yes,
fine.
Cass
but it's
Auntie
kind of
Derek.
embarrassing. Like, dude, you're kind of
It's okay. I could
This
be
is.
embarrassed, and I could be embarrassed at the bank with a check. Look, cash my. What didn't he say? Cash my Tyler check, Harry
I'm
check.
not
Let me.
saying you would be embarrassed, but uh,
Well,
ugh, go
now
ahead.
we do have to kind of do like a little bit of a 180 because now this next story is about Anthony Joshua. He finally speaks out about the after that accident
Oh,
where his friends and his trainer died.
passed away. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. And here's the TMZ article, and you should see where it says Anthony Joshua breaks silence, mourns a friend's death after tragic crash. Hey, Moderna Boo. Well, Anthony Joshua is speaking out for the first time following the devastating crash that killed two of his friends, admitting the loss of Sina Gami and Kevin Latif Ayodele has been tough on him. The former heavyweight champion broke his silence on Thursday via social media and expressed gratitude to those who showed love and support to Gami and Ayodele, whom he called truly special people. Um, I'll just be walking with them and cracking jokes with them, not even knowing God kept me in the presence of great men, Joshua said. 100% is tough for me, but I know it's even tougher for their parents. Joshua added, I have a strong mind and I believe God knows their hearts. May God have mercy on my brothers. Gami and Ayodele lost their lives on December 29th, 2025, after the Lexus SUV they were riding in with Joshua crashed into a stationary truck on the Lagos Ibadan Expressway in Nigeria. AJ only suffered minor injuries. The driver of the Lexus, Adeyemi Mobolaji Kayode, was reportedly charged with dangerous driving, reckless and negligent driving, driving without due care, and driving without a valid driver's license. Memorial services for Gami and Ayodele were held earlier this week, and Joshua was in attendance. There have been retirement rumors swirling around since the aftermath of the tragedy, but Joshua has yet to address his professional future. Oh, poor baby.
I don't feel like it's time for him to address that. Like he's still gonna be in mourning. Like let that
Yeah.
man breathe.
Oh, we have comments. His friends were fine as hell. I'm feel sorry for yes, they were very, very good looking men. Wait, they say, wait, Kevin was fine, Lord. You taking the wrong people, okay? Like Trump's ugly ass is right there. Oop, did I just say that out loud? Dear Rick. Oh, and then I see a comment, Derek. No, we know that Derek ain't African because the way I read these names, I know. Shout out to the African diaspora. I love you all, whether it be Nigerian, Ghanaian, and I'm sure I said that wrong. Cameroonian, all of y'all. South African, I love you all.
I probably would have butchered it just as bad or worse. So don't at least you tried.
Oh, I said Ghanaian right.
Moderna.
Okay. Ow. Ow.
What's
Shout
up,
out to
boo?
Ghana. Get a bitch some red. I don't want to try me some red. It looked good. I saw it on YouTube. Look, he was reading those names like he was reading a magic book. look, when God Leviosa.
Auntie, did you see that clip of Kev on stage getting on that boy for how he was reading?
No,
Oh, I gotta send you the clip, but it was some comedian. He was like, you don't read good, huh? He was
Ooh.
like, the
It's
way you read
what you
sound like
call
it's
it?
a little ball that's bouncing on each word. That's how you was reading
What
them
you
names,
call
boo.
it?
That ball was bouncing, baby. It was like, okay, we this syllable, that syllable. But that's okay
What's his
though.
name? The one that we said the little white girl stole
Oh,
his conscious
Marco.
thought. Yes. And
Yes,
this is
Oh,
okay,
right
that's who Kevin on stage was talking to.
and
that's
that's
not
right
nice. 'Cause
after what's her name? What's the funny non-funny chick did an interview and he roasted her ass for talking about how he
oh, B
was
Simone.
be Simone. That's right after
hmm
that. Then kept
No, I
like,
didn't see that, but
you
maybe I
can't
need to watch because
read.
maybe there's some funny behind. Because from what I'm thinking, I don't know if Kev no, but I think Funny Marco has dyslexia,
Yeah, I
so that's why
think
I'm like,
she's
is he? Oh, Yeah,
Oh, he has dyslexia?
he does. Yeah, he's talked about that.
And he didn't learn how to read until very late, I think.
Well, I don't know why he ain't just say that because he was like, I like to hear every word. And it was like, no, why you don't just say that you have dyslexia so Kev on stage could stop roasting you because he was roasting that poor boy.
No, maybe it was
Oh,
a skit then. I need to see it.
I'll send it to you.
Thank you, boo. Now speaking of things on social media, though, and we still talking about Anthony Joshua. However, one of his friends is actually getting like some backlash. And this is going to be again another African diaspora name that I'm going to sound funny pronouncing or trying to pronounce, but Kamaru Usman.
that sounds
Um,
pretty good.
thank you. Let's see if the African community feels the same. But he has actually gotten some backlash for his social media video that he shared with Anthony Joshua. And you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Kamaru Usman apologizes after Anthony Joshua crash conversation surfaces online. Well, Kamaru Usman is expressing his regret after a private conversation with Anthony Joshua following his tragic crash surfaced on social media, apologizing for allowing it to be recorded and published for the world to see. The clip went viral this week, showing Usman talking to Joshua via FaceTime about the December 29th accident in Nigeria that claimed the lives of Kevin Latif Ayodele and Sina Gami. Usman received a ton of backlash for having the camera rolling for such a sensitive moment, and he addressed it by admitting he messed up. After seeing what's being written, it's quite heartbreaking. Being on camera that whole day in preparation for the AKO show, it completely slipped my mind that my conversation was recorded, Usman said. I
Mm.
realized after and asked about it. I take full responsibility for not properly watching the video that was released and keeping my private conversation with my brother AJ private. Shaking my head. Big L on me. That's not something I would ever do to a friend slash brother. Joshua, who suffered minor injuries in the crash, publicly spoke about the fatal incident for the first time today, saying the death of Gami and Iodele has been tough. I have a strong mind and I believe God knows their hearts, Joshua said. May God have mercy on my brothers.
Boy, people always got excuses when they get called out. You knew what the fuck you was doing. You wanted the content.
Mhm. And
You ain't slick.
this comment in the chat, oh my God, that is horrible. They said, ew, he should have been in on the cash. Bring back Kevin and take him. That is horrible. Horrible.
We got some meanies. And I'm like, oh, well, I mean, mm.
Look, I'm just looking. I mean, no, he not even. I was about to say, is he auntie fine? No, I don't even think he auntie fine, honey. No shade.
But you knew what you was doing. Like, all this, I didn't know bullshit. No, you knew. You
Hmm.
fucking knew. And you thought it was going to be sweet. And then when the backlash, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I didn't realize. Oh, I bet you didn't. You didn't realize that people are like, no, that's fucking out of pocket.
Exactly.
Mm, 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 mm.
Well, child, speaking of out of pocket, honey, and I knew they was going to try to do this. Now they're trying to they were trying to blame Nick Reiner. They were going to try to blame his murdering his mom and dad on his mental health, and they are
Oh, yeah.
going hard in the paint for that shit, honey. And when I say
Mm-mm.
hard, I have this article here from TMZ, and you also see where it says Nick Reiner became homicidal after schizoaffective meds were changed. Uh huh. Yeah. So, Nick Reiner's mental breakdown in the weeks leading up to the murders of his parents, Rob Reiner and Michelle Reiner, is directly tied to a head scratching decision by doctors to change the meds he was taking for his mental illness, sources with direct knowledge tells TMZ. TMZ has a new documentary. TMZ investigates the Reiner murders, what really happened, and it's going to be airing Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox and dropping on Hulu Saturday. We explain in the doc Nick was diagnosed around 2020 with schizoaffective disorder, a condition that manifests itself with schizophrenia symptoms, including delusions, hallucinations, and disorganized thinking, and mood disorder symptoms, including mania and severe depression. So our sources say a month before the murders, Nick was stable on his meds for a schizoaffective disorder. We're told the meds were working just fine. For some reason, his doctors decided to change the meds. Our sources would not say why doctors made that decision, only that we would be shocked to learn the reason, which we're told makes no sense.
Well,
We're
then
told,
they should be on trial too.
uh,
How about that?
okay. We're told the change in meds sent Nick into a spiral. He became agitated, erratic, and increasingly dangerous. Our sources say Rob and Michelle were alarmed at what they were seeing, but didn't know what to do. Our sources say by the time of the murders, Nick had a complete break from reality. We're told doctors did not attempt to place Nick under a psychiatric hold while they tried to adjust the meds and stabilize him. This, we're told, may be the heart of Nick's defense, that doctors sent Nick on a path that made him legally insane. Under California law, a defendant does not have to show he didn't know the difference between right and wrong to use the insanity defense, only that he didn't understand the nature and quality of his act. And again, they talk about this this documentary about the murders that they gonna be dropping on Friday. I won't be watching this shit. You can't
How
tell
the
me nothing
fuck you gonna have a documentary and this just happened like a few weeks ago?
because it's Harvey Levin. No.
Oh, fuck Harvey. Fuck him. Fuck that son of a bitch. That's so
It,
nasty.
it says TMZ presents, honey. They want to make sure they put their name first. We present, girl. They say I would
Mm-mm.
say I'm shocked, but I'd be lying. Exactly, girl. Please. Trying to use the
You-
oh well, it's his doctor's fault. They changed the medicine. Well, we don't know the reason, but the reason it will have you shocked.
Mm-mm.
Bitch,
Fuck
please.
them.
I'm sorry, and listen. I maybe because I'm just not in that space, but I just you can't convince me that like nobody killing their parents is like they don't know that shit is wrong. Like I I'm sorry. Like I just like that's I think that is a very heinous thing. And then the way that he did it, he like cut their necks from ear to ear and shit like that. Like you
That's fucking disgusting. And for Harvey to be over there trying to, what are you doing? Like, why are you inserting yourself in this?
you know he is a messy bitch, honey. Well, excuse me, allegedly, because you know he like to sue.
Well, you can say he a messy bitch. What you gonna sue about my opinion of you? Fuck you, sorry piece of shit.
So remember, honey, that hoe is a lawyer first, honey. He will find a way. If he want to get a bitch, he'll get him.
Well, he'll get these bills. That's what the hell he'll get.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, fuck you. That's nasty work.
Well, speaking of somebody else who's trying to blame someone else because of their actions, 6ix9ine.
Oh shit, I'm going on mute.
And you should see where it says here by way of hot new hip hop. 6ix9ine claims he's going back to jail because a close friend snitched on him. Oh, we have a comment in the chat. Harvey from TMZ. Yes, Harvey Levin, the one and only messy bitch from TMZ. Allegedly, allegedly. That hoe is messy, honey. Anywho, um, there's a quick video in here. I'm sorry to have to put y'all through this, but you'll see why he's talking about why he feels that he's going back to jail because of a friend snitched on him, and blah 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 about some shit in the house and blah blah. And it ain't his fault; it's the friend's fault. So let's take a listen.
Shall I ask you why you going in there for 90 days? Like, can you tell what reason? Or?
I had a like a close friend slash worker. We fell out, and what he ended up doing was met with the feds and said I had drugs and guns in the house.
Did you?
Well, they found a legal gun and they found 3 XT pills. But like I said, I'm on probation, so I get full consent to search my house.
Yeah.
Because I know there was nothing there. And I'm on house arrest. So I was released December 12th. I had a complete 3 months of house arrest. March 17th, I was supposed to get out.
Right.
And March 12th, they raided my house.
This was a close friend, like
close friend.
Out man.
Oh, I ain't like out man. What the fuck?
And then after that, the mall situation.
Situation.
Yeah, so I was
talking out their fucking mouth and niggas whooped them.
Basically, I was at the mall and I was shopping with my girlfriend and her son, my stepson, and some guy was like, "Yo, if you wasn't with your family right now, I'll kill you, fucking rat." So I said, so I was like, "What?" So anyway, mind you, he called me a rat, and then when we beat him up,
Yeah.
because he had a gun on him, we not armed. When we beat him up, he called the cops
Called
and
the
made
police.
and made a report. Yeah.
But so he ended up running.
That's internet niggas 101.
That's why I said, yo, you can say whatever you want to me. I'ma just rap with it. Y'all can have
Good,
it.
bro. Good.
The dick riders that's in them videos, the bottom tier bot girl bye.
So we have a comment. Does his friend have a GoFundMe? And then it's like, so the answer is yes. You had drugs, a gun, in the house. Exactly. Instead of just saying, well, I had a legal gun. Well, first of all, that's your first mistake right there, baby. Because you are a felon, a convicted one at that. So
There is no legal guns for you.
there's no legal gun for you, bro. I mean, unless it's a toy gun, maybe. Even with that, you got to be careful. But and then what do you say? 3 ecstasy pills. Is ecstasy legal in Miami? I don't think it is. Is it?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Oh,
Ain't legal nowhere. And I was disgusted by my girlfriend. What bitch is walking around with this nigga and her child? He talk about stepson. Oh, girl, y'all get off the floor. I'm disgusted.
yeah. And enough about his fucking ass. And speaking of the dick riders that was in that video, did y'all happen to see that ugly one, Aiden Ross that was standing by him to his left?
Yes, yes, and
Mm-hmm.
that little Poindexter ass nigga on the side. Oh, little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he probably ain't never even smelled pussy before. Oh,
Oh,
punk ass motherfucker. Ugh, I'm just disgusted.
well. Well, one of y'all give him a little coochie. Can he get a crumb of coochie to snip, like a snip? Can he snip a
I my
crumb of
I don't know a soul that can give him a crumb, a woof, a smell, a
That's
sniff.
all right. You give him coochie. Sorry, baby, he's too young for me. I don't. Mm-mm. You got to qualify for AARP if you want to get with me.
You know they lowered the age limit for
Girl.
ARP.
Ugh,
They Lord, it's what?
every time. Every time.
Bitch. Hold on. Let me Google this real quick. Lord, it's what before we start talking about this next story. AARP minimum age, because y'all about to have me fucked up about out here. Because I might have to stop saying that. Excuse me, the minimum age is to join AARP is 18 years old, according to Google.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yes, honey. Yes.
Oh, well,
Let
Yes.
everybody
I'm going
in
to stop
now.
saying that immediately because all AARP do not qualify to get with me, honey. There are some terms and conditions. Oh no!
Sorry to bust your bubble.
Yo, thank you for busting that bubble because now I know I got to say something else, honey. Oh
Mm.
no!
See all
Mm-mm.
Medicare recipients.
Well, to
There you
be
go.
certain benefits, though, you have to be 50 or older for
Yeah, get
AARP.
everything right.
Okay.
You can
But the
say
50 and older is
I
fine.
50
You
and
want a
older
full benefit,
AARP members. There you go.
a
Okay, so
full benefit AARP.
to get the full benefits of this puss, you got to have the special.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Not
This
saying, let me adjust the way I
you
say
shouldn't have.
this.
You shouldn't have told him Moderna. You should just let him keep saying that.
I
okay.
know. I should have. I should have let her retire that shit. So,
Hmm.
AARP. My
And this
goodness.
bitch in the chat told us terms and conditions to get Walmart deli meat. Okay, but is the deli meat not filling? Are you not satisfied after that sandwich? He said, "Oh no, it's green. Oh girl, cut the green part off. It's still good. Cut it off."
Not mold.
Oh, well, one
Oh,
story. Now I actually did see this next story because remember we were talking about Aiden Ross's old goofy ass. And I actually seen like a few tweets about him on Twitter about like him and Dolce having a back and forth. I really didn't know because I don't care to
yeah,
follow
he
him, so that's why I didn't
disrespected
follow his
Doe. He's
story.
been disrespecting Dochi. Fuck that bitch.
Yes, he has been, honey. And thank you so much to Hot New Hip Hop because they actually summarized it for me in this article so I can share it with y'all and we can all get caught up with it together on the beef. So, y'all see where it says here by way of Hot New Hip Hop, Doechii and Aiden Ross beef explained. So let's go, honey. Well, Top Dog Entertainment remained on top of the music industry in 2025, not just because of the success of alumni Kendrick Lamar and current signee, that three-letter girl, they joint stadium tour, but because Doechii left a mark that couldn't be denied. Unfortunately, the success came with hate, and she, even more unfortunately, faced a lot more backlash than she deserved. Aiden Ross specifically went above and beyond in his rather harsh criticism of her after a viral clip of her at the Met Gala circulated online. Things ultimately escalated when the two traded disses towards the end of the year. Closing out a highly successful 2025, Doechii and Three Letter Girl collided on Girl Get Up, containing what many perceived as a shot towards the streamer. Days later, Aiden Ross and fellow streamer Cuffham teamed up with Takashi 69 for their Bacon, where they collectively attack rappers they've had some sort of friction with. Cuffham's feud with Lil TJ took center stage. 6ix9ine reignited his beef with Lil Durk, and Aiden Ross, well, he decided to beef with the woman that he's admittedly scared of. Since then, the feud has spiraled with stern responses from the West Coast and involvement of Joe Budden, just in case you felt like the beef was weak to begin with. Anywho, for anyone out of the loop, here's everything you need to know about Doechii and Aiden Ross's beef. Doechii's star status was cemented in 2025, especially after her 2024 album, Alligator Bites Never Heal. It made her the third woman after Cardi B and Lauryn Hill to win Best Rap Album. However, with this type of visibility comes scrutiny. After the Met Gala, a video emerged of Doechii seemingly berating employees for not properly disguising her Louis Vuitton outfit better. Doechii faced her fair share of criticism, but Aiden Ross's viral tirade was overboard, charging her with labels like industry plant in an attempt to undermine her success. His insults quickly devolved into misogynoir territory as he labeled her a bitch and questioned why The Weeknd and Playboy Cardi, who once finessed Ross of $2 million, allegedly would include her on the remix of their song. Moreover, Aiden Ross called her untalented, a particular ironic claim coming from him. As you could imagine, the backlash was stronger for Ross. People across the internet piled on to condemn Aiden for his comments on Doechii. People like Anthony Fontano called out Aiden, prompting the Kick streamer to accuse the music reviewer of being a culture vulture. But he also addressed the broader criticism he faced from people who claimed his rant was both misogynistic and racist. Ross claimed his criticism wasn't based on race or gender, but because of how Doechii treated the people around her at the Met Gala. If you're disrespectful to a 9 to 5 hardworking person, it pisses me off. It's a pet peeve, he said. Ross claimed she should have been more patient as a successful multimillionaire while trying to claim that he's only trying to speak on what he believes is right. Meanwhile, Aiden tried to downplay accusations of racism or misogyny. Doechii eventually apologized for the incident while shouting at her team, "All jokes aside, I'm so proud of my glam team and the Louis Vuitton team for an incredible night," she wrote. Meanwhile, in the midst of the Aiden drama, TDE Punch appeared to address his commentary. "These internet guys are really going far. It's the difference between entertainment and being disrespectful," he wrote. "I understand it's people's brands to say the things they say, but it's going somewhere else. Eventually, everyone will see each other. No threats, just keep it cool and respectful." I'm sorry, just a little side note. I would actually argue that eventually everyone will see each other. Baby, that is on. Anywho,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hmm ultimately, the situation ended up costing Aiden Ross more than anyone else. During a live stream, academics called Aiden Ross, who revealed that he lost out on multi-million-dollar brand deals because of his comment. What's
Mm.
worse is that he acknowledged that this came after years of practically sabotaging his public image and finally repairing it to a point where brands wanted to work with him. "Oh my God, I'm so mad, Ack. My PR was finally getting better. I had 2 deals lined up," he said. Things simmered down for a while after Ross's initial rant. Doechii continued to make major strides, from co-signs from Nas to opening for Kendrick on the Grand National Tour, an epic debut set at Glastonbury, and more Grammy nods. However, she ensured that she capped off a productive year on a high note. Teaming up with Three Letter Girl, the two collided on Girl Get Up, where she finally addressed Aiden Ross and the industry plant allegations. She didn't address Ross by name, but the internet and the streamer himself felt that the shoe fit. All that industry plant shit whack. I see it on the blogs. I see you in the chats. You suck every rap nigga dick from the back, but what's the agenda when the it girl black? Y'all can't fathom that I worked this hard, and y'all can't fathom that I earned this chart. She rapped on the song. Not necessarily a quote unquote diss in the traditional sense, but certainly a long awaited response. And as the year came to an end, Aiden Ross found a new friend in Takashi 69, and that friendship blossomed quickly. Sure did. Evidently, the two share a lot of similar qualities, and their chemistry is translated well during the live streams. Then the two locked into the studio where they recorded additional grand reading the rest of the shit up the nuggets. And then let me just go to the next thing. It says it didn't take long for Ross to face even more backlash, especially from artists on the West Coast who felt like he went too damn far. Glasses Malone, in particular, threatened to harm Aiden, which Joe Budden co signed. It prompted Aiden to reiterate that he moves with security and police, something that academics later echoed. However, Aiden has since commented to donating six figures to small Black owned businesses in the Los Angeles area and challenged anyone who threatened him to do the same. However, Aiden Ross has seemingly faced a bit of loss as a result of his latest debacle with the internet. He revealed on a stream that he had a collaboration lined up with a big NBA star, but because of the recent controversies, it was postponed.
Is that the end of that? Because I'm tired of hearing about him.
Girl, that's the end of that, girl.
That's what he get. And if you see the through line of all these little bitches that link up are the weakest fucking link. Academics, yuck. The 6ix9ine. This little
Y'all,
all these misogynistic can't get nobody to fuck with them ass motherfuckers. Yes, that white boy is racist. Yes, he is. He only tries to dick ride around rappers that will. Ugh. It's fucking disgusting. Fuck him. And I'm glad he lost them deals, stupid bitch.
hopefully he lose them out. Lose them out.
Yeah, because the video, I saw the video right after. Actually, I think I saw it that night. It wasn't that bad. I'm glad she apologized just to get it out the way, even though I feel like it wasn't that bad. But yeah, he could have kept his mouth closed. That's on him.
I mean, she was out of pocket. She was out of pocket for yelling
Yeah.
at them like that. But
I,
he didn't have no business talking about that. And if you was really mad at her yelling at 95, there was a better way to say that. You could have said she's out of pocket for saying something. But no, your little racist ass had to go on and say all this extra shit. And then talk about you move with security. Don't nobody give a fuck about your security.
And you know my niggas, they shoot. Let me stop. No, nobody in my circle does things like that.
None. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm. 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 Welcome back.
Well, y'all, this next story I have, so unfortunately, so y'all know the comedian actress Ali Wong.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And remember how she was dating Bill Hader.
No. But okay.
Well, yeah, her and Bill Hader have actually been together for I want to say maybe a year or so, if I remember
Let me pull
correctly.
up Bill Hader's face so I can know remember who
Well,
that
maybe
is.
don't do it because I mean, well, anywho, this is his face right here, girl, and I
Oh,
just
that guy.
that
Yeah.
guy,
Okay. Ooh,
baby,
she
and
stay
that guy,
him.
honey.
Why?
I actually feel bad for Allie, honey, because she ain't gonna get. I'll tell you why. But y'all see where I share here. Bill Hader and Ali Wong split after more than 2 years together. Okay, so it was 2 years. I knew I remember seeing about them when they first, because I was like, oh, she lucky, honey. Now the reason why she's lucky, because word on the curb is Bill knows how to handle that hater, honey. So
Mm.
the last girl that he dated, I forget her name. Let me go look her up. The actress, she actually had an interview that said she has never experienced an orgasm in her, I think she said 37 years of life until she made love to Bill, honey. Bill was the first man to make that girl come, honey. I said, you know what? That'll work, Bill. And with the orgasm gap, I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see that anything that that encounters the orgasm gap that we see right now. So shout out to Bill Hader for bringing that me. Anywho, unfortunately, Ali Wong will no longer have any of it, so maybe she'll just have to stick with her roles moving forward.
You know
Well,
what? He's a 2 year kind of guy. He was with Anna Kendrick for 2 years. I think that's his limit.
was it? I don't think it was Anna. Who was he with? Can you see who he was with before Anna? Maybe it was her that said that she was the one who. Matter of fact, let me Google
Hold
it.
on, let me see, because I'm on his little thing. Let me see who.
Who did
He
Bill?
was married to Maggie Carey for from 2006 to 2018.
Oh, it was Rachel Bilson. That's who it was. Rachel
Damn, he
Bilson.
didn't have some baddies. Wait, hold on. I like Ray. What?
Look,
How
and
did
you
he
see
get
why.
Rachel?
And you see why.
Word gets
Wait,
around.
hold on, Bill.
Bill
And
know
you
how
see
to
why he
handle
had
that
them.
hater. So
Okay.
I guess that's how Pete got his looks passed around. Cause I'm like, Bill don't look. He's not a looker.
He might not be a looker, but he's a licker. So,
Oh,
allegedly, allegedly. Well, Bill Hader and Ali Wong have called it quits after more than 2 years, TMZ has confirmed. The two comedians have gone their separate ways, a source tells us, citing their busy schedules as a major reason for their breakups. We're told they are both focused on their careers and families right now rather than their love lives. We're told the split was amicable and the two remain friends. I did. People broke the news of the split. Hader and Wong briefly dated in late 2022 before breaking up and rekindling their romance in April of 2023. The couple attended several notable public events together, including the 2024 Golden Globes, at which Ali won the Golden Globe for Best Performance by an Actress in a Mini Series or a Television Film. Hader and Wong sparked split speculation. Boy, that was a tongue twister. Sparked split speculation when he did not attend the Globes to support Wong in January last year, and she did not mention him in her speech after she won. And it says the story is still developing. So whole thing, and now that coochie gonna be developing too, honey. Because well, you know what? They still friends, so I mean, I
wait,
think
Allie don't be lacking though. She ain't missed a beat now. When she broke
um,
up with her baby daddy.
I'm saying though, but is they make you can miss the beat, but is that beat making you calm? Is the beat making you climax? Like Bill be having the girls doing allegedly.
I
And
guess.
for Rachel to say that what she said that was her first time in
I'm
years,
sh-
like in
I'm
what she say
sure.
37 years, and that was her first time experiencing that. Child,
Poor Rachel. You girl, come
baby, I know
on.
she has dreams about this man's face, honey. Like, I hope he's having a good day.
But you know what? It's a lot of white women experience that a lot. I don't know. I don't know about the black women in the community. I have not heard black women be like, I've never. I don't know. My friends group. I've never heard this. This almost sounds like a white woman problem, but I don't know.
No, it ain't. The numbers don't lie. And you know who woke it
Okay.
up? DJ Envy's wife, honey, because she said they were married a whole 10 years before she even knew she could come in her cooch.
Well, you know what? Look at the skin color. How
Oh,
close it is to the.
oh,
I'm
oh,
just saying.
and
I'm
I,
just
oh.
saying. I'm just saying. The correlation is there. The lighter we get down the spectrum, the closer we are. But whatever.
Well, baby, this next story, honey, when I tell y'all it is gag worthy, honey. So now, first of all, do y'all remember? I have a feeling that my millennials in the room are certainly going to remember this girl. But do y'all remember Stacey Orico, who had that
Yeah.
iconic "There's got to be more to life than chasing down every temporary"? Yes, honey, that was an iconic song, baby. Well,
right.
honey, this story here, when I tell y'all it is messy, messy, messy. And you see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Christian singer Stacey Orico sues ex-manager for alleged childhood sexual abuse.
Oh shit. Damn.
Bitch. So, Stacey Orico, a former Christian music singer, has filed a lawsuit claiming her manager sexually abused her when she was a child, and members of her label did nothing to stop it. The singer slash songwriter filed the lawsuit against her former manager, Britt Ham, and Universal Music Group earlier this week, alleging Ham began touching her inappropriately when she was just 14 years old. Orico says Ham got her alone away from her parents under the guise of daily Bible study and impressed upon the importance of secrecy after he allegedly sexually assaulted her by claiming they needed to protect her Christian image. Orico says she traveled to Los Angeles with Ham in July of 2001 for concert rehearsals, during which time Orico claims he told her to come to his hotel room, where he allegedly kissed her, touched her genitals, and rubbed his penis on her until he ejaculated.
Oh,
Just fucking nasty. So Ham allegedly repeated those behaviors the following month during another stay at the same hotel. She says Ham later had penetrative sex with her when she was just 17 in 2003.
oh,
Orico claims her abuse was known to other defendants in the lawsuit, including electric and music industry label executives Greg Ham and Eddie DeGarmo. EMI was later purchased by Universal, which is why Orico is suing them. Orico claims Greg Ham told her parents she and Britt Ham were touching an unhealthy amount and later told cops he knew that they were involved in an inappropriate relationship. She also says DeGarmo told her he knew about the inappropriate conduct in 2002, but blamed her for the relationship and told her it could jeopardize her career. Orico is suing for childhood sexual abuse, sexual battery, negligence, and more. We've reached out to Ham. So far, no word back.
mm.
Bitch.
Oh, these nasty motherfuckers. Ooh, so nasty.
And I have to say, I believe every word, honey, in this lawsuit, because we know men in the industry are very, me, especially using the Bible to try to
Mm-hmm,
justify their girl.
mm-hmm, so nasty.
Now, I didn't know she was considered a Christian singer, though. I just thought she was a pop singer. I didn't know, like, she made. Did y'all know she was a Christian singer or her music was considered Christian? I didn't.
Maybe maybe she's a Christian singer now, because maybe she started off
No, they
Christian like a lot
said,
of people do.
yeah, that's what they said. Like when she was that age, she was, I guess, a Christian singer. I don't know.
Kind of
Either
like Katy
way,
Perry, because probably Katy
Oh,
Perry was
what?
that's
Christian
Mm.
don't get
first.
him started. Don't get
She
him
was, she
started.
Katie,
was, she
Katie,
was
who?
Katy Perry.
The one that was falling on
Mm? No, she was at first, like
the
when she was
shark
really young.
lady.
Yeah, she was really when she was really young. I think a teenager or something, or maybe even before that. She was a
Yeah,
Christian
yeah, because
singer.
her parents
Yeah,
were, yeah.
The shark lady.
What shark
Interesting.
lady? The one I kissed the girls. I kissed a girl and I liked
it's a
it.
lot of
Yeah,
people
she
that
was wearing
were.
that little shark
Yeah,
outfit at one of them little shows.
yeah. It's a
Hmm.
Oh,
lot of
come
The
people
on.
that were.
the one who's sucking up the former Canadian Prime Minister at the moment, allegedly,
Yeah,
allegedly.
Oh
that
yes,
one. And it
yes,
ain't
yes.
alleged.
She is.
It's
She
pictures
helped
that
him
came out.
to
Well, we don't know
divorce
if
from
she's
his wife,
sucking
right?
him up or not. We don't know if she's sucking him up. I mean, I know I would be, trying to
Oh,
get y'all some free
come on.
health care,
She getting
honey.
her
Come
some
Listen,
on.
maple syrup, ain't she?
okay.
Oop. Now, come on. Now, we all know the first things that white women learn is fellatio. That is understood. So,
Mhm.
yes. Yes, she is.
Well, you better fuck that Canadian anywho, girl. Now what I got for y'all next? Oh, so now this is a sad story. Are y'all
Oh, no.
familiar with a football player who plays for the is this the Kansas City Chiefs? He goes by the name of Rashi Rice. Are y'all familiar with him?
I'm not familiar with him specifically, but oh, what
Yeah.
happened?
Oh, honey, well, y'all about to be familiar with his crazy ass today, honey. Cause now y'all see I just shared here by way of TMZ. Chiefs aware of domestic violence allegations made by Rashid Rice's ex.
Uh,
Mm-mm.
this is
Oh,
same news, different day. Oh, Lord,
hello,
they don't get enough, child.
child. Well, the Kansas City Chiefs are addressing the recent social media post made by Rashid Rice's ex, where she claimed she was abused during the course of an 8-year relationship, including when she was pregnant. The shocking allegations were made as part of a lengthy statement shared to Dakota Jones's Instagram account on Wednesday when she said she kept quiet for years to protect her former partner's image, but can no longer stay silent. She did not name Rice directly, but certain details about the relationship match up. Rice's own grandmother even commented on the post, and in a conversation with TMZ Sports, she said Jones lied about the abuse after a dispute over paying for an apartment. In the post, Jones said her relationship ended recently, and since then, it's been nothing but hell. On top of the abuse allegations, Jones claims her ex locked her outside of their home in freezing temperatures after he was caught cheating, damaged her clothes and shoes, and showed up at her new home and broke her door. Jones also claims the man abandoned her and their kids in Kansas, and she had to beg him for money so she could drive them to Texas. Jones says he is now trying to force her and the kids out of their home for no apparent reason. I've known this man for years, Jones said. He tries to put on this persona like he's dad of the year. He does the bare minimum, and I have to beg for that. I protected his image too long, and I'm done doing that. It's time to protect my peace, protect my children, and stand up for myself. Jones included images of her her alleged injuries from the domestic violence incidents, as well as damage to her home. We've reached out to Rice's attorney, Royce West, who said his client has not been arrested or charged for domestic violence and hung up the phone. The NFL declined to comment, but the chief says that they are aware of the claims made on social media and are in communication with the league. Rice was suspended 6 games earlier this season for a 2024 hit and run crash in Texas, and teammates like Travis Kelsey and Tyquan Thornton wore Free 4 shirts in support of him during the ban. He pled guilty to 2 felonies stemming from the incident, 1 count of racing on a highway causing bodily injury, and 1 count of collision involving serious bodily injury. And he was ordered to 30 days in jail and 5 years probation. We've reached out to Rice's camp. So far, no word back.
Mm.
Well, I'm sure if they reach out to his camp, his attorney, Mr. Royce West, is going to answer the phone and say he has never been charged for anything, any domestic violence, anything, and hang up the phone. Just like I know that's right. Hung up the phone, honey. But yeah. And did we not just have who was that sports exec? And I cannot remember that man's name for the life of me. We talked about it, but didn't that sports executive say like, as long as you're talented, you can pretty much get away with a lot of shit in the NFL. They be knowing what's be going on with these players, and they let them get
Mhm.
away with it. So as long as you're talented, but baby, the moment you can't make their ass no money, you are out, honey. You gonna have to maybe go to church, honey. They'll accept you, allegedly, allegedly. Anywho,
Ooh. Not go to church.
anywho. Now, what's this next story I got? Oh, now let's talk about some hockey news. We don't really talk about much hockey. But this
Heated rivalry hockey?
I don't know if this is heated. What is heated rivalry? I've seen. Is that a show or something?
Yeah, bitch, you don't know that show?
I don't. I've seen a lot of posts about it, but
Oh, Auntie. I wasn't a fan either because, it's a whole bunch of, colonizers. But I
oh,
ended up watching it at a friend's house, and it really was a good show.
oh. Now is it about sports or?
Yes, it's about hockey. There's a heated rivalry, and the two team captains are secretly having sex.
Oh, okay. Well,
Wait, is this a drama, like a
Auntie.
series, or is this a
This is a
reality?
television series. Yes, it's on HBO Max. There's
Oh,
6 episodes. Auntie, I think you would like it.
well, I will certainly put it on my watch list, baby, because it took once you said and they were secretly having sex, I was not interested. But I'm like,
Oh
oh,
yes, for years, Auntie, for years. This is
years is crazy.
spanning like damn near a decade.
oh,
Oh, well,
Yeah, it's crazy.
it's a
It's
Brokeback Mountain on the ice type stuff. Okay.
Oh yes, yes, yes. It's Brokeback. Well, Brokeback Mountain. They were friends.
Hmm.
These
Well, they're
people are like
frenemies.
true enemies.
But they're
Turned,
frenemies. Clearly, they frenemies.
well, turned secret lovers.
Well, no, this is not about. Well, I guess it could be. Well, it's not really a heated right. This is actually a sexual harassment situation
Oh,
from
oh, oh
TMZ.
Oh
God.
no. Oh no.
Hmm. And you see where it says here, by way of TMZ, Anaheim Ducks sued by former employee over frat house environment. So, an ex-employee is suing the Anaheim Ducks, claiming she dealt with sexual harassment and other misconduct in a frat house boys club environment and was then allegedly silenced for exposing it. Rose Harris, who worked in the Ducks' IT department, filed a lawsuit Tuesday against the team, the NHL, and the team's parent company, OC Sports and Entertainment, in the Southern District of New York, accusing them of colluding to blacklist, defame, and retaliate against her. In the suit, Harris claims she experienced everything from non consensual touching to being subjected to obscene pornography on a colleague's work computer. She also says she was on the receiving end of sexist comments where she claims she and other women were accused of dressing like whores. Harris, who was hired in July of 2022, claims she was sexually harassed throughout the 2022-2023 season, but didn't feel like she could speak out of fear of retaliation until a colleague of hers came forward with harassment allegations of her own. She spoke out, eventually saying the organization's human resources vice president told her, if you want to further your career within hockey operations, you should consider looking elsewhere. Mm-mm. Harris resigned at the end of 2024 and went to work for the NHL's league office in New York, but things didn't exactly go smoothly. She says when the NHL's head of HR learned of her whistleblowing at the Ducks, the league's exec falsely accused Harris of hacking her email and then allegedly fired her for the act, which she's adamant she did not commit. We've reached out to the Ducks and the NHL for comment, but so far, no word back. Bitch. Mm-mm. I believe every word.
Yeah, and because we live in the time that we live with the people who run the country right now, there's no whistleblower protections anymore.
Right.
God bless. Y'all be easy.
Yes, indeed, honey. Well, that's that on that. This next story, a icon, a legend passed away, unfortunately. And I have this all hip hop article, and you all should see where it says here. Double XL and the Source magazine founding editor James Bernard dies.
Oh, oh, that
Yep.
sucks. Hmm.
So James Bernard, a pioneering hip hop journalist and media executive who helped shape the editorial voice of the Source and later co-founded Double XL, has died. His death was confirmed by colleagues in media and friends. Additional details surrounding the cause of death were not immediately available. His passion of music was legendary. A class act, James helped shepherd hip hop from skepticism to seriousness, from novelty to culture, said Questlove on his Instagram page. This loss hits deep for everyone who learned how to listen through his words. Rest in beats, sir. Bernard was a central figure in the rise of hip hop journalism during the late 1980s and 1990s, a period where rap music was emerging as a dominant cultural and commercial force. He is best known for his work at The Source, where he rose to become co editor in chief and helped establish the magazine as the most influential hip hop publication of its era. You can say that again. Woof. At The Source, Bernard played a key role in developing an editorial approach that treated hip hop as both an art form and a social force. Under his leadership, the magazine blended music criticism with political commentary, investigative reporting, and cultural analysis, helping to legitimize hip hop journalism within mainstream media while remaining rooted in the culture. In 1994, Bernard was among senior editors who abruptly left the source following internal disputes over editorial independence and business practices. The departure became one of the most significant moments in hip hop media history and marked a turning point in the magazine's leadership and direction. Following his exit, Bernard co founded Double XL alongside fellow editor Reginald Dennis. Launched in 1997, Double XL quickly became the source's chief competitor and established its own identity through long form journalism, in depth artist profiles, and a broader editorial lens that connected hip hop to fashion, politics, and popular culture. Bernard's role in shaping Double XL's early vision helped solidify the magazine as a long running institution in hip hop media. Author and journalist Rob Kenner said he took a stand for editorial integrity and journalistic independence, values that are still under threat to this day. Beyond magazine publishing, Bernard's career reflected a wider engagement with culture and civic life. He later served as a national field director for the Hip Hop Political Convention, an effort aimed at mobilizing young voters and translating hip hop's cultural influence into political participation. He was also involved with initiatives supported by the Rockefeller Foundation that focused on race, democracy, and public discourse. Bernard contributed writing to mainstream outlets uh, uh, including the New York Times, The Village Voice, and Entertainment Weekly, expanding hip hop's presence in legacy media. He also co-authored the new book of Rock List, demonstrating a breadth of knowledge that expanded beyond rap. In recent years, Bernard continued public service work, including community outreach efforts in New York City connected to public health initiatives. Friends and colleagues described him as deeply principled and committed to the idea that media should serve both truth and community. Chris Latimer, an album of the source, uh, I don't know what they mean by an album of the source, but somebody of the source said, there was nobody on this earth like James Bernard. The brother not only embodied brilliance and a high IQ, but he was genuinely excited about hip hop and genuinely excited for you as a Black entrepreneur. There were no signs of ego, no disdain that sometimes comes with superintelligence. He also graduated Juris Doctor Cum Laude from Harvard Law School in March 1992 and received his Bachelor of Arts honors at Brown University with a concentration in public policy and American institutions, excuse me. James Bernard is remembered as a foundational figure in hip hop journalism and an editor who helped build the standards, language, and infrastructure. Infrastructure, excuse me. His life's work continued to shape how the culture is reported and understood, especially with all hip hop. His influence endures in generations of writers, editors, and platforms that follow the path he helped create. So again, may he rest in peace. Yeah, and you see this article summed it up brilliantly. This was one bad mother. Shut your mouth. But I was reading Double XL. I was reading the source back in the late '90s, early 2000s. I was all up in the magazines, honey, seeing like what album that the source rated its highest, like what R&B album and Double XL, honey. Seeing what the latest rap album and stuff. Like I was in them magazines, honey. So and shout
Yeah.
out to him for doing the thing.
Yeah, they always had really good interviews, in-depth interviews. You would always learn something new about whoever they were talking to.
Hmm. And condolences to his family and his friends and the people that loved him and everyone that he's touched, including myself. Another story about a death. So Patrick Swayze's brother just passed away. And this is actually maybe I don't want to say maybe a PSA, but millennials. I've said here on the show, we there's a little bit of a problem with alcoholism, honey, within our community, and I'm not afraid to say it, baby. We like to drink, and I'm part of the problem. I can admit that. But baby, it's not good. We gotta slow it down. And y'all see, I just shared here from TMZ, Patrick Swayze's brother Sean Swayze dead at only 63 years old. Well, Sean Swayze, the younger brother of late Hollywood legend Patrick Swayze, has died. TMZ has learned. Sean's son, Jesse Swayze, tells TMZ his father died on December 15th in the Los Angeles area. According to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office, Sean died of an acute upper girl gastrointestinal bleed and severe metabolic acidosis brought by cirrhosis of the liver.
What
Severe
kind of
scar.
bleed?
Is this a gastrointestinal? girl.
Intestinal.
Gastrointestinal. Thank you, girl. That word just beat my ass.
Well, I was trying to figure out what you were saying so I could help you, but you switched it up about 35 times, so
Okay.
I didn't know what you were saying.
Well, thank you so much. So, gastrointestinal bleed and severe metabolic acidosis brought
Oh
on by
no.
cirrhosis of the liver, and
Oh
it says,
well, yeah.
and severe scarring caused by alcoholism.
That'll do it.
Patrick, of course, became an industry icon thanks to roles in Dirty Dancing, Ghost, and Roadhouse, and To Wong Fu, my favorite, before his death in 2009 following a battle with pancreatic cancer. And Sean was 63. May he rest in peace.
That's a very nasty way to go. It's not a pretty sight, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Ugh, poor thing.
Yeah. So that's that on that. Well, I have three more stories left. I told y'all, honey, it was a tea-filled Thursday. We done went through a lot of tea. Well, this next story, honey, so David Harbour, remember we've been talking about him quite a bit. David Harbour from Stranger Things and other movies and stuff. Well, it looks like he just quit a movie that he was supposed to do called Behemoth. And y'all see I just shared here by way of TMZ. And it says David Harbour quits Behemoth, movie starring Pedro Pascal and Olivia Wilde. So David Harbour may be taking a short break from Hollywood for a while. He's reportedly backed out of an upcoming film. Variety reports Harbour has exited the Tony Gilroy directed drama Behemoth after a recent slew of bad press. Remember, Harbour is going through a messy divorce with Lily Allen, who seemingly accused him of cheating on her album West End Girl, and has been plagued by rumors of Millie Bobby Brown filing a harassment report against him, though Brown categorically denied the rumors. But the most bizarre incident was a weird altercation caught on tape at a bar in Encinitas, California, in which the 50-year-old actor appeared to run away with the bar patron's hat. Stepping away from Behemoth is just the latest occurrence of Harbour apparently taking a break from the spotlight. He also skipped an event for the Stranger Things finale last month. Pedro Pascal and Olivia Wilde are reportedly still on board to star in Behemoth. And according to Variety, Harbour's last role being recast, but it's unclear who is stepping into his shoes. It's actually clear now because TMZ has an update. So as per the update, per deadline, Will Arnett will take over David Harbour's part in the movie Behemoth. So yeah, that's that on that, honey. So I guess too much bad press, honey. Look, let me sit this one out. They already done lied about, honey. They sitting there lying, honey. And I believe Millie Bobby Brown most certainly did file a harassment thing with HR in Stranger Things with her co-star, especially with Sean leaving us stood on that red carpet and lied and said, "Oh no, we all like a family." That did not happen. Whole time, honey, they had people investigating that, and that shit did happen. Just lying for no reason. So that's that on that. And do you know how privileged you got to be just to be in a position to be like, oh well, let me just take a step back. I don't want to do this anymore. But I'm glad he's doing this shit. And more motherfuckers like you need them. Anywho, well, speaking of another person who's not really a favorite amongst people, I'm Kevin Hart. Baby, his little ass is getting more and more and more money as the day goes by, honey. And y'all see I have this link here from All Hip Hop. And you should see where it says Kevin Hart becomes a shareholder in $32 billion empire with ABG deal.
When I tell you that little man is making monumental
Bank,
deals
generational wealth. Money,
as
money,
a
money, money.
comedian, he
I,
said all these movies could flop. I'm still gonna be that guy.
look, we have a comment in the chat saying, fuck him. To be completely honest, I would like to, honey, because shit, baby, pay off all my student loans. Anywho, well, Kevin Hart made a major business move, positioning himself alongside entertainment's biggest brand builders by announcing his strategic partnership with Authentic Brands Group. The comedian and entrepreneur becomes both a co owner of his brand and a shareholder in the company that manages more than 50 global brands, collectively worth $32 billion in annual retail sales. The partnership puts Hart in the same league as Shaquille O'Neal and David Beckham, who have built massive wealth through similar deals with Authentic Brands Group. Hart's agreement gives him co ownership and management control of the Kevin Hart brand while expanding his reach throughout Authentic's global infrastructure that reaches nearly 1 billion social media followers worldwide. The partnership is about acceleration, growth, and diversification, Hart said in the official announcement. I spent years building businesses and creating opportunities, and joining Authentic gives me the platform and global infrastructure to take my brand to the next level. Hart brings serious star power to the deal with 292 million social media followers and films that have grossed over $4.23 billion globally. His existing business portfolio includes Heartbeat Productions, Grand Coramino Tequila, and partnerships with major brands such as Qatar Airways, Netflix, NBC Universal, JP Morgan Chase, DraftKings, Verizon, Shark Ninja, and C4 Energy. Look, all I saw was money, 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 money. Anyhow, I want the Hart name to live on for generations to come and to be something that my grandkids and their grandkids will be able to be a part of, Hart explained in his statement about the partnership. Authentic Brand Group's CEO, Jamie Salter, praised Hart's business instincts and cultural impact in announcing the deal. Kevin is one of the most dynamic entertainers and entrepreneurs of our time, Salter said. His creative vision, business instincts, and cultural impact are unmatched. The partnership follows a proven model that has created massive wealth for other celebrity partners. Corey Salter, Authentic's president of entertainment and international, highlighted Hart's potential for global expansion. Kevin represents the future of entertainment driven IP, and together we will expand his brand across new categories and geographies, um, strengthening the entire Authentic network, he said. The partnership gives him control over his intellectual property while providing the resource to scale globally through Authentic's platform. Authentic Brands Group manages an impressive roster of brands including Elvis Presley, Muhammad Ali, Marilyn Monroe, Sports Illustrated, and major retail brands such as Brooks Brothers, Nauticus, and Eddie Bauer. The company's digital first approach has created a powerful ecosystem that generates revenue across multiple channels. The financial terms of Hart's deals were not disclosed, but the structure mirrors successful partnerships that have created substantial wealth for other celebrity shareholders. Shaq became Authentic's second largest individual shareholder through his 2015 deal and has built significant wealth as the company has acquired brands such as Champion, Reebok, and Forever 21. Money, 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 money.
He shows you ownership and investments and all the things that they say you should do with your money. That's exactly what he did, and it is paying off. Whether we like his comedy or not, he did what he was supposed to do.
He did.
And if he does become a billionaire, I can't say with all his. It doesn't seem like he stepped on anybody's toes or he's cut in his people, his comedy brothers. They've been with him every step of the way. Hmm, I don't know. This is a cancer I can stand behind. I'm sorry. I don't do cancer men very often.
Okay, girl, you all right? Now, you sure you want to take that risk? Like, you sure you just want to get him up? That's cute for you and send him on his way. I don't know about standing behind him now, cause
Well, you want to stand in front of him, so mhm.
right, stand in front and bend over. But that's for monetary reasons. And no, and he be doing what it do, and he was the first comedian, especially the first black comedian. I think the first comedian, period, to headline Madison Square Garden. So and sell it out. So he doing his thing. I mean, I hate, and I'm glad I'm still side eyeing him for that homophobia, but he give credit where it's due. He doing his thing, and I like to see black people going about generational wealth. We need to see more of it.
Yeah. Um, he had his indiscretions with his women, but his business practices seem to be above board. I hope that stays that way.
Well, Kevin, I can't get pregnant. You ain't got to worry about me chasing you for no child support, no nothing. All I want is my student loans paid off. That's it.
Oh, that's it? Are you sure? 'Cause that's kind of low. I mean, swing higher. Bitch. Get off your
You know what?
okay.
You're right, because this whole brand deal he got, this is billions of dollars. Now, run me that money, nigga, with your little ass. Well, the last story that I have for you all today, so remember we were just talking about Jackass. Well, I can't remember what the story was, but we were talking about Bam Margera, and we kind of had to tell Chill who he was and how he used to beat up his daddy and stuff on the Jackass show. Well, child,
Mm.
millennials, if you were hoping for another Jackass movie, baby, where you can go ahead and celebrate because it is coming out this summer.
What? Why? They are senior citizens.
Child, look, we have a comment saying hooray with a question mark. And you see where it says here, by way of TNC, Jackass Crew returns with a new movie set to open in June.
Somebody gonna die. Oh Lord,
Listen, listen.
they too
Yeah,
old.
because they old now, right?
Yes, and
All of them, right?
look at Johnny Knoxville in his damn thumbnail, baby. This is gray hair and bifocals. Are you kidding me?
Maybe they're gonna be. I don't know. Yeah, I thought that was a joke. Okay, this is real.
Oh no, this is very real, honey. And 4 years after Jackass Forever, Johnny Knoxville and the gang are back for more. They're bringing us a new head-cracking, nut-smashing movie this summer. Knoxville posted the announcement Wednesday, writing, "Well, a wang dang and hot damn doodle. We are starting off the year with a bang. We wanted to let you know that this summer, Jackass is back." According to Knoxville, the new offering will hit theaters on June 26th. There are very few details at the moment, but if it's anything like the last Jackass movie, fans are in for a great time. The fourth installment saw Danger Aaron confront a black bear while covered in honey, while Steve-O covered his genitals in bumblebees, among other outrageous stunts. While the entire cast is unclear, it doesn't look like fan favorite Bam Margera will be returning for now. It's been a while since Knoxville last broke a rib fighting a bull or broke his penis doing a black backflip on a motorcycle. But lately, the 54-year-old stuntman has been getting thrills hosting the Fear Factor reboot, Fear Factor House of Fear on Fox. Good to have you back, fellas. I don't know why y'all sat there and told him that lie in that last line in this article. It is not good to have them back. Y'all need to sit y'all fucking asses down somewhere before you damn permanently break something. Like your balls. Crazy.
Let me tell you, it's a recession. They bringing the
You know
senior
what?
citizens.
Yeah, but I
They're gonna
wondered did the
kill
last
themselves.
movie do even well? Because I don't even. I barely. I barely remember the last movie being out. So I'm like, oh
I don't either, girl, but I think it was because it was 2022 and it was so much going on, like pandemic wise
yeah,
and stuff. We were all just
yeah. Just barely remember it. I just
let me
don't think
see
they're gonna
how.
make a lot of money for that movie. But
Let's
the
see.
movies that are was it PG? I'm assuming it was R rated. Maybe it wasn't rated R then. Maybe it's just
Jackass
PG
movie, it was
13.
definitely rated R.
Oh, well, the PG-13s is the one that usually make the most money because more people can see it. But yeah, oh
So I just put in Jackass Forever box office. Okay, so Jackass Forever earned approximately $80.6 million at the worldwide box office, with about 57.7 million from the domestic North American market and 22.8 million internationally, opening at number one in the U.S. with a $23.15 million budget. Debut
oh
weekend,
wow,
and yeah, so it looks like
I'm
they
shocked.
did pretty
Okay,
well.
I'm
yeah,
not. I'm not. I'm not. I could see that because
it just seemed like
the
more the PG. It just seemed like more people go to their PG or not
mm,
PG. I'm sorry, not PG 13, because everybody can go.
well,
But,
that franchise has always done well. Crazy enough, but people like this stupid shit.
I don't know why Steve-O always doing something to his genitals. Girl, give your dingling a rest, honey. Oh my goodness. Give it a rise.
It probably don't even work no more, so it don't even matter.
They probably don't. Remember that was one I told y'all about in his own solo movie, Steve-O, the career ender, he stapled his ball sack to his damn thigh. Then he
I
filmed
do remember
himself.
that.
Yes, he filmed himself having sex with a sex worker. I think the girl was a sex worker, and then he showed like the bump that he got from her on his dingaling, so he done burned himself. Cause you know he, well, I think he used the condom, but then took the condom
Mm,
off. Then the dog ate the condom and shitted the condom out. Yes, this is the kind of stuff we were watching as teenagers, child. Like
I
what
didn't
the
watch
fuck?
none of this shit. I'm sorry.
I definitely saw it.
You
It
know what?
wasn't that much on.
That's probably why a lot of damn millennials got PTSD, child. I'm telling you, we was looking at a whole bunch of shit we weren't supposed to be looking at. Look, we in the comment. Who is we, bitch? You was looking at it too. I know you was. I know, because we was talking about it at school the next day.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't watch that white ass show. I don't, the spirit is telling me that you're lying. I something to tell me that you watched that damn white ass show. Oh, he says, I promise. Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it. For now. Yes, honey. A lot of us was watching that stupid ass shit. They did not interest me. It didn't interest me either, but it was just on. And you know,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's on.
yeah, MTV had when I was watching music videos and stuff like that, they would just play the reruns and it. So it was just on. Oh, I really didn't watch MTV. Well, good for you, ho. Yeah. Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out, did any of you have any tea that you want to share or any tea that I might have missed? Uh,
You missed telling me that we was at 3 minute warning, but okay.
No, he said it.
He did. Where was
uh-huh,
that at?
yeah.
Oh, my apologies. My apologies. I don't remember hearing it, but all right. I
No worries.
stand corrected.
Yep, it was right before the Patrick Swayze's brother. Before we went over that story. Well, Queen of Happiness actually did share a piece of tea with me earlier. So are y'all familiar with the social media influencer Breckman Rock, the really pretty Filipino guy?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I didn't know his name, but yeah.
Well, honey, he was throwing some shade, honey, at Vanessa Hudgens. He did not have some nice things to say about her at all. And Happy actually was nice enough to share that Instagram clip with me earlier. So let me share my screen and we can watch that together. He threw some shade, honey. I was like, oh, oh. Well, let me here it is here. Let me I have to
The Mexican. Like, you're not. Most disappointing celebrity encounter? Vanessa Hudgens. I don't like
Oh.
her. I met her at Coachella. We were both there for Sugar Bear Hair. This was like young me. We have to go to the Sugar Bear house to pick up our tickets. She was there and she was talking to the CEO of Sugar Bear Hair. I was friends with the Sugar Bear Hair CEO. I remembered her talking to him. Obviously, I was trying to get his attention, so I'm like waving, not at her. And she like looks at me and it like tries to hide. I'm like, first of all, I'm not saying hi to you. I was always Team Sharpay. Second of all, you're not even Mexican. And third of all, I'm not a fan. She had a second person there, and she grabs her hand and makes her stand in front of her, like to kind of like block her.
What?
Because at that point, like I was walking towards them to say hi to the CEO of Sugar Bear Hair, and that's why we're
Cannot.
here. You're not above me. I'm not under you. I'm Filipino. You can't even like your own people.
Seriously, that's
I feel like you're not even Mexican. Like you're not.
mm-mm. So not only did she like roll her eyes and throw shade, honey, when he was walking over to speak to the CEO, Vanessa took that person that she was with and said, stand right here. Cause I don't know her. Vanessa girl. Oh, look, we have a comment. This is a nothing burger. Plain and lettuce wrapped. What? Oh, I'm screaming. Well, that was it. Well, thank you, Happy, for that piece of tea. Did anybody else have any tea to share before we head out? All right, y'all. Well, it is always a pleasure Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. We will be back tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time for another live show. Tomorrow will be the last chance that you can RSVP for week 9 giveaway. So be sure to get those RSVPs in. Be one of my lucky winners. Shout out to Puppy, who I'm gonna be reaching out to in a minute. Get those entries in, y'all. And until then, you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.